Welcome to TruthQuest Documentaries, where we dive deep into history to uncover the hidden stories and pivotal moments that shape the world we live in today. In this episode, we're exploring the dramatic events of the years 36 and 37 AD, a time when the Roman Empire stood on the brink of transformation. From the final days of Emperor Tiberius' paranoid rule to the rise of one of history's most infamous figures, Caligula, these 2 years are filled with political intrigue, personal betrayals, and military conflicts that reshaped the ancient world. Stay with us as we journey back in time to uncover the secrets of one of Rome's most turbulent periods and explore the fascinating events that unfolded at the height of the Roman Empire. The years 36 and 37 AD were pivotal moments in Roman history, marked by political intrigue, power struggles, and personal betrayals that would shape the future of the Roman Empire. As the Roman world stood at the height of its power, these 2 years saw the dramatic fall of the long-reigning Emperor Tiberius and the meteoric rise of one of the most infamous figures in history, Caligula. These years were filled with tension, not just within the empire's political center, but also on the borders, where wars were fought to defend and expand Roman control. At the beginning of 36 AD, Emperor Tiberius was approaching the end of his reign. Having ruled the Roman Empire since 14 AD, Tiberius was now in his late 70s, a ruler who had grown increasingly paranoid and withdrawn. For years, he had isolated himself on the island of Capri, leaving the day-to-day governance of Rome to his trusted advisors. Chief among them was Lucius Aelius Sejanus, the Praetorian prefect, who for a time, was one of the most powerful men in Rome. Sejanus, however, had ambitions that extended far beyond his advisory role. Throughout the 20s AD, he schemed to consolidate his own power, positioning himself as a potential successor to Tiberius. He even went so far as to orchestrate marriages within the imperial family, forcing Tiberius' granddaughter to divorce her husband and marry him in a bid to gain legitimacy. But by 31 AD, Tiberius uncovered Sejanus' treachery, and in a dramatic reversal of fortune, Sejanus was arrested and executed, leaving a power vacuum in Rome that would have lasting repercussions. Even after Sejanus' death, the impact of his betrayal lingered in the political atmosphere. Tiberius, now more paranoid than ever, conducted a series of purges throughout the Roman elite. Senators, equestrians, and anyone suspected of disloyalty to the emperor were arrested and often executed. The year 36 AD saw some of the most intense of these purges, with Tiberius' suspicion extending even to those who had once been loyal to him. The political class in Rome became increasingly fearful, as no one knew who might be accused next. While political intrigue simmered in the heart of Rome, the empire's borders were far from peaceful. One of the most significant military conflicts during this period took place in the east, where tensions between Rome and the Parthian Empire were once again on the rise. The two powers had been rivals for control over Armenia, a strategically crucial kingdom situated between them. Armenia had long been a buffer zone, and its control was key for both empires in terms of military strategy and political influence. In 36 AD, this long-standing rivalry culminated in the Battle of the Cilician Gates, where a Roman force led by Lucius Vitellius, father of the future Emperor Vitellius, successfully confronted and repelled the Parthian armies. This victory was significant for Rome, as it helped to secure their influence over Armenia. However, the peace that followed was tenuous at best. The Roman-Parthian rivalry would continue to flare up in the years to come, but for the time being, Rome had the upper hand in this critical region. Back in Rome, personal relationships were playing a significant role in the political maneuverings of the elite. One notable event in 36 AD was the divorce of Claudia Livilla, the daughter of Drusus the Younger, and Gaius Caligula. While divorces were not uncommon in Roman society, this particular separation had significant political ramifications. It was not simply a personal matter but a calculated move orchestrated by factions within the imperial family. Caligula, who was the son of Germanicus and Agrippina the Elder, was rapidly rising in prominence. His family connections placed him in a strong position to claim power, but his personal history was fraught with tragedy. His mother, Agrippina, had been exiled and later died under mysterious circumstances, likely due to Tiberius' orders. These events left a deep impact on Caligula, fueling his ambition and his deep-seated resentment against those he deemed responsible for his family's downfall. The dissolution of his marriage to Claudia was part of a larger strategy to realign himself with other, more powerful factions within the imperial court as he prepared for his future role in the empire. The following year, in 37 AD, one of the most significant transitions of power in Roman history took place. After years of rule, marked by suspicion and paranoia, Emperor Tiberius died at the age of 78. But even his death did not come without controversy. According to some historical accounts, Tiberius had been reluctant to let go of power, even in his final days. In fact, there are rumors that Caligula, eager to ascend to the throne, may have ordered his suffocation to ensure that the transition occurred sooner rather than later. With Tiberius dead, Gaius Julius Caesar Augustus Germanicus, better known to history as Caligula, became the new emperor of Rome. At just 24 years old, Caligula was welcomed with open arms by the Roman populace. After the long and reclusive rule of Tiberius, many Romans were eager for a change. They saw in Caligula the promise of a new era, one that would be marked by prosperity, youth, and vitality. For the first few months of his reign, this optimism seemed justified. Caligula was charming, popular, and appeared to be everything Tiberius was not. However, this initial period of goodwill did not last long. Caligula's reign would soon descend into chaos and madness, as the young emperor's behavior became increasingly erratic and tyrannical. His actions would earn him a reputation as one of the most infamous and cruel rulers in Roman history, and his rule would end in tragedy and violence just a few years later. But in the early months of 37 AD, none of this was yet apparent. For now, Rome was celebrating the rise of a new emperor, blissfully unaware of the dark and turbulent period that was about to begin. In conclusion, the years 36 and 37 AD were a period of profound change for the Roman Empire. The political landscape was shaped by personal betrayals, military victories, and the transition from the old, paranoid rule of Tiberius to the chaotic reign of Caligula. The events of these years set the stage for the dramatic and infamous episodes that would follow in the history of the Roman Empire, particularly under the leadership of Caligula, whose reign would become synonymous with cruelty and excess. The ripples of these events would be felt for years to come, not just in Rome but across the entire Roman world. Thank you for watching this episode of TruthQuest Documentaries, where we explore the key events that defined the Roman Empire during the years 36 and 37 AD. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most dramatic periods in ancient history, be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on our next historical documentary. Stay curious, and remember, the truth of history is out there waiting to be uncovered. Join us again as we continue our quest to explore the past.